I want you to validate your ideas. What do I mean by this? All right, let's get back here. So, this is interesting. So, when it comes to your self-actualization journey, there will be little things, ways of being that you're like, is this right? Like, it'll come to you like it's a little subtle thing, very subtle. It'll be like, I think this is right, but like everyone else around me is not really saying the same thing, or they're not acting the same thing, or whatever. They may not be explicitly saying against it, but they're not acting explicitly towards the idea either. And when it comes to becoming who you came here to be, you have to validate your ideas. And so there's a couple ways of doing this. Two ways. So first way is, as you grow more and self-actualize more and become more conscious, you will take your authority back. And you will realize, like, I know this is right. I know this is healthy for me. I know this is good. So therefore, it is good. And then I will continue, with that pattern of action, right? So like for me, right, I know that working out every day and even minimum twice a day is right for me and it's good. And I think it'd be good for everybody, generally speaking, roughly speaking. And so then for me, like, that's in my paradigm, right? And for me, like, I am sitting in my authority in saying, like, yeah, this is good. Or like alcohol, like having that opinion of like, yeah, there's nothing good that comes from alcohol. That's my reality that I'm choosing to create, And so, like, I will never drink alcohol. Simple as that, right? There's nothing that good comes from it. That's the paradigm I choose to create. And that's an idea that I have, had nurtured over time, right? I validated that idea through my authority. What I say is so. This is my reality and everybody else is living in it. That's the mindset you have to embody. Because really, it's your life. It's your life. And then the second way, so the first way is your authority, right? That's the best way, right, ultimately. But secondly is finding mentors, online mentors, in-person mentors, whatever. Finding people that you respect, or even just looking up online other people saying the same thing. So this is the second way we will validate our ideas. Like, oh, is this kind of idea of like being like near ideological, like against alcohol, like how do other people measure up against that, right? How do other people think about that, right? And like find people that will say the same thing as you. People that you respect. A lot of my opinions, I will, and if anyone is actually like honest, they will be willing to admit that their opinions are formed by, the people that they listen to, right? Very, very little do we actually think independently, And when it comes to embodying a mindset that is healthy, it's probably going to be embodying a mindset that's different than the people that are around you. So you have to immerse yourself in these positive sources of, mentors, gurus, thought leaders, communities of personal growth, positivity. You have to create your own new reality bubble to to make the desired behavior acceptable in your mind, right? And so there's the first one, just having your own authority. But then the second one is like finding other people like that you respect, that you follow, usually, that are saying the same thing. And I've noticed anytime, I'll have like a little intuition about something, and then like a speaker that I would follow would say it like explicitly. And I'm like, yeah, totally makes sense. I'm ready to be on board with the idea even more. So like listening to people just making these small ideas explicit, kind of like these videos here, right? What I'm doing on this channel. When you can have someone just saying something with confidence, right? And like saying, this is the way it is. That can give you the confidence to step into that reality that you want, that new reality you want to embody, that new paradigm, that new worldview, right? So you want to validate these ideas by listening to those that will validate it for you. And this is really no different than something that you've already been doing. You've just already been doing this unconsciously. That's it. It's really just, you think, oh, I'm going to brainwash myself into a deluded state. You're already deluded. You're already brainwashed with whatever the fuck, you listen to. This is just consciously changing it to something that's positive, such that your subconscious mind is always working in the background, on content that is positive, that's actually going to stack and give you compound interest and give you positive gains throughout the rest of your life. Be conscious of this, right? So, yeah, closing thoughts, right? For those new ways of being, right, it can be difficult to look to your peers that are immediately around you. So you're going to want to be confident in your own ideas and your own ideas of healthier living. So tap into your own authority, just saying like, this is the way, or look for sources online that are saying the same thing, thought leaders, gurus, or even just communities that are saying the same thing, and to help you validate these ideas in your mind such that you can have the confidence to execute these ideas out in your direct experience. Such that you can have the courage to live a healthy life, independent of what everybody else is doing around you. Because being healthy nowadays usually means that you're going to be weird. Because being weird is just not fitting in with what the majority is doing. And usually the majority is a mediocre population that is doing unhealthy, unconscious crap. And when you want to live a life that's conscious, you're going to have to start to validate your own ideas, take your own authority, create your own reality bubble. It's just how it is. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.